pretty sure anyone under the sun can agree that being this passionate about a game in Roblox where you make burger is absolutely insane.
Yeah, why y'all put cheese on my cheeseburger?
I'm sorry, what?
Shut your...
And I agree. But before we can get into that, let's back up a bit. For whatever reason, I ended up getting slightly into Roblox. You know what? Forget the script. Alright, look, so this is basically what happened, alright? I was chilling one day, I had seen Roblox, and I was like, you know what? Let me give this game a good shot. Okay, so I ended up getting some Robux. I don't want to talk about it. Made my little character and whatnot, you know, it was pretty cool. I ended up finding a couple of games and stuff. It was pretty cool. I don't know, I found this airsoft game called Airsoft Battles. Pretty cool. And then I went ahead and found this Iron Man type game called War Machines. Anyway, it doesn't matter. At some point, I went to YouTube and I found this guy. We'll just call him James. And he was talking about a bunch of games that you could potentially get addicted to. You know, now that I think about it, okay, well, let's be honest here. Trying to find a game that you can get addicted to is probably a bad idea. Okay, but I was trying to find a game that I can spend a lot of time in. And if you're trying to find that, you need to go ahead and have the game be not addicting, but entertaining enough to where you want to go ahead and do that. I ended up looking on YouTube, found this guy, and I already said that part. Anyway, the first game that he mentions is Bird Game. But what? Today we're going to be playing a bird game. Yeah, you heard it. Bird game. Bro, this game, it's bird game. There's nothing I can say about it. Respawn. No. Alright. Oh, what the? Bro. Oh, dang it, man. I forgot about that game. Okay, look. The first game that he mentions is Burger Game. Burger Game, not Bird Game. Right, so, I mean, if you have ever worked in the fast food industry, you know how to make burger, alright? It's not too hard. Look, I've made burger. You've probably made burger at home. Okay, everybody made burger. Everybody liked burger. Probably except for that one guy across the street. But, you know, it's not important. Look, alright, so I ended up getting into this game, and you know, when I had seen the video at first, look, I couldn't help but notice that for some unknown reason, everything was just chaotic. James, he had mentioned this, right? Yeah, he had mentioned, like, okay, well, if there's a couple of people, you know, it's pretty tame. But, you know, when you have like 15, I don't know how many people, like, when you have a lot of people in there, it just gets chaotic. And, well, let's just say I took that and I became very, very passionate about it for some reason. A little too passionate. I don't understand where this guy... I don't even understand where this came from. Like, I seen that... I don't know. Like, it could be a lot more organized. I don't know. I looked at it and I'm like, dude, why aren't the people playing in a way that is more beneficial for the entire team? And I wanted to go ahead and see if I can fix that. Now, albeit I didn't actually start out that way. Like, I had that in the back of my mind, and then I went into the game and I was playing it like other people played it. I mean, it was fun, don't get me wrong, but we went bankrupt. You don't do that. You just don't. So, I mean, I was like, okay, bummer. And, I mean, I continued to play like that for a while. And at some point, I was just like, dude, I mean, don't get me wrong. It was fun to make the burgers. And don't get me wrong, that was the best part. You see, but like, there's a difference between making the burgers and making the burgers. Okay? And I think that was something that I really wanted to get into. Why? I'll put it like this. Making the actual burger itself, it's a bit of a drag. Why? Because, well, you're just trying to make the burger, but you have to make the burger before you can make the burger. And you know what I'm talking about? Like, it just makes everything so slow. So I decided to go ahead and forget making burgers. I'm gonna make burgers. Okay. Look, if you want me to be more specific, I got into grilling in the game, okay? And I did, it was fun. Right now, there was more to do. There was always more to do. You don't just grill, you fry. You gotta go ahead and set up the fries. You gotta go ahead and set up the drinks, right? And there's different stuff that you gotta fry too. You gotta fry bacon. Actually, that was the only alternative beside the actual fries, but I don't know, man. I just got really passionate, okay? I don't even know where this came from, but I just got really passionate about this one thing. I don't know. It's like I took the entire restaurant and I organized it, okay? And it was crazy. It was crazy how different it was. Aside from the occasional bad apple showing up and making everything a mess, dude, if I was there and we went bankrupt once, we're never going bankrupt again. The amount of times that we went bankrupt was basically once if I joined in the beginning and they were already doing pretty poorly. Right? And don't get me wrong, everybody's trying their best, you know what I mean? And nobody wants to grill. But I do. A little too much. Now, don't get me wrong. Making burgers is still the best part, but there's something about providing that structure there that is awesome. And I craved it. Dude, I craved it like I was going to the fast food restaurant to order food myself. I guess I'm just interested in how passionate I was in this. I played this game, right? I got on and then I went ahead and I was like, okay, let me see if I can provide structure to this establishment. Dude, the place was in order within 20 minutes of me being there, I think. I walked in there, it was a mess, and all of a sudden everything was normal and everything had structure and it looked awesome. I think I'm just that one guy that does this stuff that people just don't want to do, but I'm very passionate in doing the stuff that people don't want to do, right? So it just helps everybody. And I don't know, man. This is it's a phase. I'm not, at some point, I'm gonna get off the game and I'm not gonna get on, right? But I just thought it was very interesting how passionate I was about this, and I just wanted to share it with you. Also, my mic is fine. I guess I was just, way too far from it, but, yeah, no, it's fine. Yeah. Why did I have to mention this? But, yeah, that's about it. Yep, that's what I was so passionate about, and it's crazy. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like, and if you find my channel somewhat interesting, please subscribe to it. And as always, stay blessed.